Good morning, afternoon. Well, it's almost afternoon. It's still good morning. I got good morning for another 2 minutes or a minute. I'm a little early, guys, but let me know first thing is if you can hear me properly, and then we'll get going. I got a bunch of stuff to do, so let me know first thing is if you can hear me properly. Good, it does work. Okay. Okay, volume works. Just going to wait for a few people to come straggling in. Good morning, Pacers. Afternoon, I should say at this point. I'm a little early, but thank you for stopping by. Kind of waiting for, I have another screen over here to my left, but on, oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, but you're installing a dishwasher. That's fine. You can listen and install shit. You should see all the shit I got going on right now. Right now, I literally, oh shit, I'm sorry, Pacer. I think I just removed you. I hope I didn't. What the hell's going on? Oh, it's my arm. Huh. I thought that was my stomach sticking on my arm. Okay. Okay, we're good. Okay. Pacers, if I timed you out, I'm sorry. Otherwise, I won't be able to see anything you guys are saying while I'm doing stuff. I got a bunch of stuff going on today, guys. So I got some, I got a bunch of spawn to do the bulk. I mean, some of you might have saw the IG live I did an hour ago. Just getting all my jars clean and cleaned up and everything, sprayed with alcohol. I got some crystal of the gods going on in a double boiler right over here. So we're going to see if I can get that strained out. I got some of it strained already. So I got another 20-minute boil going right now. It's basically grain alcohol and mushrooms in a jar that's in a double boiler. So right now it's at 180 degrees. So the alcohol is boiling, but the water is not. So I'll show you guys in a little bit. Just let me double check. Yeah, looks good. Mm-hmm. And I got a bunch of boxes and stuff to make. And hey, Derek. Volume. Is that me? You said no volume, Derek? I don't know. Let me see if I can hear it. Hello, hello. Yeah, I might have hit the button on this thing again. Oh, okay. Thanks, Derek. Yeah. It might have been my, this lapel mic is not the best. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so let's see. Morning, Bill. Good morning, Derek. Good morning, Pacers. Okay. I know yesterday Sandy mentioned if I needed him to come on, but I apologize, Sandy, if you do come on or see this later. I didn't get back to you on time, and I scheduled, found a bunch of stuff I wanted to do, so apologize. But next week we could do that if you'd like to come on, if you want to talk, or if you just want to come on and share some stuff, that's fine. But yeah. So I talked to him earlier, or I didn't talk to him. I messaged back earlier. I apologize for not getting back to you sooner. So let's see. Let's get things set up here, and we'll show you what I'm doing here. I gotta get some altitude here on my mic, on my camera stand. Let's go up, up, up. We're going up, guys. Okay. Oh, we're gonna get some light going too shortly. Let's get a little higher. Oh, there we go. We're really high now. Ah, Sandy, there you are. Sorry, I didn't get back to you sooner. I didn't notice it until after. I'm not a big Facebook guy, so I'm kind of not used to looking at the notifications. So, see, I'm trying to get a good angle here so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay, so I got a bunch of spawn here. I'm going to be putting these in a couple. I got a couple for shoe boxes, and then I got a couple for my new little tins that I'm going to do. So what I figured I'd do is I would work on that with y'all here, and there we go. Now I can see the comments on my TV. So I'll be able to see your comments while we do this. So I got to make this bigger. It's it's really a pain in the ass. I need a big something to figure this out. Anyways, so I'm going to get my gloves on, and I'm going to check on my crystals while I'm here. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them. I'll answer them as much as I can. So what's happening in here, I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but over here, I got a crock pot going with a jar in here. Now, what this water is about 100. It's got to be at least 185 because the alcohol is boiling. So, well, it says 178, but the alcohol is boiling, and that can't boil unless it hits 180 degrees. So this is boiling in here. Okay, so that little jar of water is boiling. That's actually mushrooms and grain alcohol. I've already strained it once. So I got this nice clear stuff in here that's actually conglomerating on the bottom. So those are what the crystals are going to be. So I'm letting that cook for another, actually 9 minutes. So once that's done, I'm going to strain that one. That's hopefully going to be what's called Crystal of the Gods, the tech I just learned off of Willie Michael's site. So we're going to work on that. And pacers. Oh, those rhizopods. I was thinking, could you cut them in half the long way and then lay them flat side by side so all the sides could pin up? You know what I mean? If you took the rhizopod like this, cut it across this way, okay, so you had two equal halves like that are curved, and lay those, just a thought. I've done that with other cakes before where they just where I've cut them and then laid them open flat because the sides are colonizing. No, if you bump them and they die, they're going to die, but if they're alive, they're fine. Not well, yeah, half the long way though. Don't go like this way, like two round pieces, two like curved pieces like that. Just a thought. Do what you want. I mean, it's just an idea. Anyways, let me get some gloves on and I'll just keep talking. But yeah, I've done that with a bunch of different cakes that I've grown in different sizes. Like they colonize, but all the sides are growing and the tops and bottoms aren't. So what I will do is I'll cut them in half and then put the sides up so that all the sides can grow vertically. I got to put a mask on today, guys. Sorry. So if my voice gets a little muffled, I got a mask on. Let's see. Anyway, so let's just try to get this. Morning, nerdy. How are you? Okay, no problem. Have fun, Pacer. If you can't hear me, just turn your volume up. I already sprayed everything down here, guys. I was on for about 20 minutes earlier on Instagram, just getting set up. And what I'm sending today is this here is Gee Whiz. It's brown rice. I colonized it on 10/9 from LC. So this is 20 days in here. It's been sitting. I've been letting things sit for a little extra time just because I had time and I didn't feel like spawning everything. This is another Yeti jar. That's a nice one. That one and no, not that one. That one. TWA. I broke and shipped this just a little while ago to see if it was any good, but these are both from the same. This is a grain to grain from this one. So these two are going in a shoebox. The Gee Whiz is going in a shoebox. And then these three are going into the little aluminum pans I'm starting. I wanted to show you guys those, how good they're doing. I colonized 6 of them. 2 of them are not going yet, but 2 of them are going great. What I did is I took the covers off of 4 of them. And the first one I took the cover off of, it looked very nice. The top's all colonized. It's starting to get little pins in there. I don't know if you can see it. Let me give some more light. Okay. But the other one, before I even took the cover off, this one here, bam, look at them pins. So all those pins came with the top still on this thing. So I decided I would put these into a shoebox, but instead of putting them in the box and putting the lid on top, I put them on the lid with a shroom wow underneath it to keep the moisture in. It's just a chamois with water. We call them shroom wows. And then just put the top over it to keep the moisture in and let them fruit. So we're going to make some more of those. I'll show you how I do those. Nothing else really big going on as far as fruiting. I got a couple of bags. I don't like how they're going. They're colonizing, but they have a weird smell. Oh, this one's ready. I got a couple of fruits on this one. I don't even know what these are. The label wore off, but they're nice, beautiful albinos. Good how the tops ended up curling in like that. So cool. But anyways, these are just, they're still firm actually. Yeah, let them go. And then whatever this one is, oh, isn't that cute? This here is a Stacks. It's just one little fruit right in the middle. It's like a little fatty. It's so cute. Sorry about the quality of the picture. It's a webcam. It's not a special camera. So, oh, he's a good little boy. What a good little fruit. What a good fruit. He's so cute. We'll leave him alone. That's the second flusher, so we'll see what he does. Yeah, these are just my little things that I grow. I have a lot of little things going, and the tubs are the ones that I want to try getting going better because they just don't seem to fruit for me as well. Well, they do fruit, but I want more fruit I want more fruit now. I didn't ever want more fruit before, but now I want more fruit because I have stuff to do with it, and I have people that want to borrow it. So I got my first few quart jars full of fruit, dried fruit. So I got those getting ready to send out. One thing, guys, I want to send out some free stuff to you guys. I got a list of a bunch of people I want to send stuff to. But the problem is, like, I got about 9 people that I have listed I'm going to be sending out envelopes to. That's no problem. The envelopes are no problem. But if you guys want anything bigger than that, I want to try to put some sort of like a shipping fund together for not just me, but for anybody that wants to ship stuff to each other. I don't know how that would work because shipping is just such a pain in the ass for a lot of people. Some people it's not, but for me, if I wanted to send anything, if I wanted to send this pen, it's $6.50 to send a pen. You know, you can't send anything cheap anymore. So I'm thinking of trying to figure out a way to set up like a group shipping fund. I don't know if that makes sense. So that, you know, everybody could throw in $5 or $10 a month or whenever they can, or if they have it, and if they want to ship something to each other, maybe we could, you know, help some people out shipping things like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But it was just a thought I had. Because shipping sucks. I hate fucking liners. Oh man. I gotta do it though. I gotta try. Okay, this one's already been cleaned. I'm not gonna use that liner. I'm gonna do something a little different. Let's try this. I gotta work on my liner tech because I am horrible with liners. But oh, thanks, Derek. Yeah, that's my thing. Is that, you know, I got enough to send out, you know, 4 or 5 things, but then after that, it's like, oh my god, you know, what am I gonna do now? You know, I want to send stuff, but it's hard. It's just hard. Okay, we're gonna try it this way. Yeah, that's better. We're gonna put some substrate in. Yeah, that looks like about enough. That'll hold the liner over there for now. So we got Gee Whiz. I love this freaking strain. Oh man. Oh. Not putting it all in, you'll notice there's a reason. I'm going to break some extra up and leave it on the side. That's actual spawn I'm leaving on the side. There's a reason. I'm going to mix this all in. Make sure I don't go behind my liner over here. You can see we mixed it all in nicely. Pull up in the corners, make sure it's all nice and broken up. Okay, I need a little more substrate. We'll put the rest in. And what I'm also going to do is it's a little bit underhydrated. Now it's underhydrated on purpose. So I can always add more water. It's hard to add less water, or I don't want to squeeze it out because after a while that starts hurting your arms. Oh, hey, what's up, Mary Mike? What's up, Daniel? Hey, Mike. Oh, this soil is beautiful, Mike. I made this batch up, and last night I actually put it in the oven at 250 for a couple hours just to bring the temperature up to 180 to 200 for a little while, just to make sure that it's nice and clean. Because it sat around for a while, and I had recently a tub go completely trick on top, and that's not normal for me. My tubs, if they go green, they have just a couple little spots. They don't go across the whole thing. That's ready. Okay, we'll finish this up and then we'll get to that. So now that little bit of, that's looking nice. Okay, so we're going to take this extra rice I had and I'm just going to sprinkle it on top of the cake just to give it like a little bit more of a, before the pseudo casing layer. I'm going to put this on. So it's mixed in. There's going to be a layer of rice right down the top, right on the top. Oh, that's how you do it. Drop it right on there. Anyways, that's that one. Then I'm just going to spread that out just a little bit, but not put it under the surface. This is just like a top layer of grain. And then we're going to add a pseudo casing on top of this. So you see that? I just added a little bit of rice on top just to make it extra. I don't know. Somebody did this and I saw their flush was beautiful. So I want to try it. This glove's got to come off. And we'll just add a little bit. Oh, yeah. So anyways, I cooked this for about an hour and a half, 2 hours in the oven just for at 200. I set the oven at 225 or 250 and just got it up to temperature in the center just to bring the center temperature up to 200 or 180 to 200. Just trying to pasteurize it a little bit more because I think it sat for like 2 weeks, so it wasn't that long. Okay, now I'll press down around the edges pretty good. Not too hard, just enough, I got a liner, so I don't need to push hard. Okay, looks good. My cake, about 1.5 inches thick, 2 inches thick. We're going to give it a little spritz. We're going to get one of my new Fandy Dandy razor blades here. We're going to cut the excess plastic off. And we'll clean that up a little bit more later once it's colonized in a little bit. I don't like messing with it at this point. For now, we're just going to take the cover. We're going to spritz it with water. Gives that a little bit more water just because it's nice. The substrate's not very wet at all. It's just under field capacity. And the reason I do that is because I'd rather add a little bit. Oh, yeah, one more thing. Got to label it. So I got these new markers. They're Sharpie Pro. They're freaking amazing. They work on wet and oily surfaces. So we got gee whiz. And this one here is 11.3. Yeah, spray bottle. Isn't this cool? You pump it up. I tried to find one relatively inexpensive. This is called Extreme Mist High Performance Sprayer. It was in the pet section for reptiles in on Amazon. If anybody wants to know about it, I'll let you know, or I'll show you where. I'll put a link somewhere. So anyways, that's one shoebox, and we're going to put this somewhere. I'm getting full really quick in here. Anyway, so I'm not going to do the other shoebox. I'm going to start doing these tins because I don't have enough substrate made to do a shoebox. So I'm going to do 2 batches with the tins, which are really cool to do. You guys are going to like these. I like them. I don't know if you're going to like them. I like them. Let's see if anybody's yeah, Married Myco. Hey guys, welcome back, Married Myco. He's been gone for a couple months or a month or so. He's been indisposed. His girl Emily has been a hell of a supporter for him this whole time. I'm glad you're back, bro. We love you, and we hope things get better for you quickly. So anyways, back to what I'm doing. Clean up this little bit of a mess I got going here. Okay, I'm going to sit down for a minute. Hey, give me a second, guys. If you have any questions, now's a good time. I'll look at the chat. Oh, syrup. Yeah, this thing here, I've been looking everywhere because the spray bottles, like now I just put my spray bottle right on the alcohol bottle. I don't even bother taking it off. I just open it, cut an X, and put the sprayer right in the bottle. It fits perfect. So this is not bought with a sprayer. This is bought just with a regular cap on it, like everybody else. And then I've been looking everywhere because the sprayers, they always break. I don't know why, but they always break. So I found this one. Ingredient. Oh, important. I thought it said ingredients. I was going to be like, what the hell kind of? It's www.extrememist.com. So Extreme Mist. www.extrememist.com. You can find that on Amazon. They have them. It was cheap. It wasn't expensive. It was I believe it was under $10. I usually don't spend much more than $5 to $10 on things. Yeah, these are just cheap generic sprayers from Walmart. I think I got a couple of them. They're not great. They get like the little thingy in here. I don't know if you guys know, but the little thingy gets stuck. But anyway, so I've already washed that, but we're gonna wash that again. And I'm gonna get. Now this is the trick with these little tins, guys. This is where people get wrong. First thing you do is you get a empty, brand new 1 gallon Ziploc bag. Figure out which spawn you want to use. I'm going to use. This is a cross I did. This is this is albino roller coaster, and I crossed it with a mono I pulled of Anubis. So I did both pieces in the jar, diamond crossing with the Buller effect in the jar. It colonized perfect. It looks great. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's just nice and white. I'll break it up a little bit. Give it a good smell. Oh, wow, it smells awesome. So what I do is I take that, I'm going to pour it into this bag. And close the bag. Now I can break it up nice and small. I can smell it through the bag. It smells so good. Wow. Break up all the little pieces. There's only a couple little agar pieces in there. I could grab them if I did there. Let's grab that one out. See the little agar chunk. That can come out. Oh my gosh, that smells amazing. So now we have grain spawn. Now for these little trays, or for any trays you're going to do, take one of them. It's going to be a sacrificial tray. Okay. I'm going to take one tray and use it to measure my spawn. So I want at least 1 full tray of spawn for each tray I'm going to use. So let me just pour it out into the tray here. It can be a little heaping because the it's going to get compressed in. I'm probably going to get 3 out of this batch of spawn, 3 of these trays. 1. And 2. Let's do 3. I think there's enough spawn there for 3 of these to do nicely. And that one's a little bit light because with the weight, the size of the volume of the grain spawn. Now that don't throw that away. It's still good. That's just your measure, and it's going to be good to make your next one's on. So you take your 2 or 3 trays, and if you're not careful, these cheap ones they bend real easy. So you just take the 3 you're going to use and just put them on the measure. That way, there you have some support. Now you just mix this together with just your rice or your corn or your millet or your milo or your rye or your oats, mixing it into the grain or into the substrate. I'm going to put a little bit of moisture in there because it is a little bit dry. That's better. Nice and moist now. Not dripping wet. It's just barely field capacity. I'm so glad you're back too, Michael. Mary Michael. Oh, Mike, it smells freaking amazing. Now, this right here, you could fruit it just like that if you want, or not fruit it. You could let this colonize in this bag if you wanted to. I haven't had good luck in Ziploc bags for growing, but people do it. Now, I'm going to take my tray, brand new, and I'm just going to put some grain spawn in there, or some spawn to bulk. And I watch it as it goes in to make sure that there's a good homogenized mix of rice and CVG. Okay. That should be good for the first one. Yeah. Now what I take is the lid, these clear plastic lids, and I take it upside down and just use that to compress that. So what I'm doing is I'm pushing the lid right into it upside down to give it that depth that I need for the pseudo casing to go right on top. So now that's the right depth right there. The thickness is perfect. I give it a little bit of a spritz. I do a pseudo casing right on top of that. Would go back to your regular CVG. Don't use the spawn CVG because that'll be pointless. And just put a little bit of a pseudo casing right on top there. And a little bit over that corner. Okay. Now I'm going to spritz that one last time. I didn't waste that lid. I just put that on this now. Okay. And I pull up my one tray. Sorry, I know it's a little bit hard to do on camera just to try to show you guys. But anyways, the one tray comes up. I fold it over because you know how these trays have the little corners you can fold over. Boom. Yeah, that's what it is. Takeout container mini. That's exactly what it is. Welcome. Nice to see you. These I got cheap off like Temu or AliExpress. They're just 4x6 or 4.9 inch by 6.2 inch aluminum food trays with clear lids. They're nothing special. They have them all over. You can get any size you want. I'm getting some bigger ones next time. That'll be about twice as big. Now you just let this colonize for 10 days or whatever. You got to label it so you get your new handle marker or your new Sharpie Pro. And what I do is I label on this, I don't even remember, Gee Whiz. So I go over here and I just make a mark Gee Whiz just so it's on the actual container. Then I take my blue tape and I mark what it is. So I write Gee Whiz right on here. And the date, 11/3. And then what I'll do is I'll stick the tape to the top and then I'll leave it because when I'm done spawning the bulk or when I'm done colonizing, I'll take it off this part and just stick it back to the side. But I want the metal to be labeled too, just so I know if I lose this top one, I know at least what it is. I might not know the dates, but dates aren't as important as what it is. Oh, sorry. I do have to drain this real quick, guys. Or else it'll... This is my extraction I'm doing over here on the side. I got a Crystal of the Gods extraction going right there. So, and I got to add some vodka. I didn't bring the bottle of vodka for us, but I'm going to put some in here. This will be the third pull. So we did 1 and 2. This will be the third one. I lost my cap. Where'd I put it? Oh, there it is. So if anyone's curious what this is what's called Crystal of the Gods. It's an extraction of the concentrated psilocybin and psilocin and some other stuff from dry mushroom. I haven't done it before. I've seen it, but I want to try it. So what I did is I took, normally they called for 100 grams of dry mushroom. I'm doing a 20-gram test just to see what happens because I didn't have 100 grams to waste. Now it's not like real vodka. It's 151 proof. It's the closest I could get in my area for until I get some ethanol or methanol, whatever. Anyways, back to what I was doing. So we get the rice spawn again. So we're going to do our second one. I'm probably going to do 3. I'm going to do them at a little bit differences of compactedness or compression. That's going to work out perfect. So I'll get my lid. Okay. Okay, and get the pseudo casing. See, these go quick once you start going on these. You can do these really nice, really quickly. And there's number 2. La-dee-da-dee-da. But these are fun to make for me. I like making little cakes like this. Just then I can see what kind of different expressions come out of it or whatever. This is actually from spore, so there's going to be different phenotypes in here. So that'll be interesting. I'm not going to label that one right now. I know what it is because we're doing it together. And I'm going to try a little spray on the bottom this time. It's going to be a little bit more full than the other 2, but that's okay. No, I compress it. That compresses nicely. Guys, I know you see me throwing stuff and everything. I clean up usually. This is just because I'm live and I don't want to walk around and clean everything right now. I'm usually much neater. I have a trash can behind me. That's where I'm throwing it into. So I'm not really just throwing stuff. It's actually going into trash, kind of. It might not be in the can, but it's right next to the can. Okay, this one here, I'm not going to do a pseudo casing just because I want to see what happens. That's the good thing about these little things. I can do 3 of them in 3 different ways. Give that just a little spritz. We'll get this top on. And I still got my measuring tray for next time. And when I get done with this one, I'll show you how this one looks. So basically, I took a pint of grain spawn and made 3 little cakes. And like I showed you before, they pin really nicely. And they look great when they're growing. Let me grab the one that's growing. I'll show you it again for those of you that haven't seen it. I'll try not to drop it. Now, these were done on October 21st. Again, one of them is colonized and just been brought into fruiting conditions. So it looks good. It's all white on top. This was spawned to bulk on the 21st, as well as this one, which has got the pins going. I don't know if you can see them, but there's beautiful pins all over the top of that thing. Oh, there we go. That's a good angle right there. There you go. Boom. So I can't wait. This is called Z strain. It's a brown cap. We'll see. They're nice little fat bodies. I know that. If you look at like that one right there. Look at that fatty right there. Right in the center now. Look at that fat body. Oh, look at that fat ass. It's beautiful. Anyways, so what I do is I took a shoebox with an upside down lid and I put them on the lid with a chamois for like a diaper tech, but with a chamois. why I did that. And then I spray in here, and I just let these sit for, till they prove. They're going to be good, I think. I like them. They're kind of fun to do. Kind of like a PF Tech, but with grain and everything in a small containers. So now I still got some CVG. So what I'll do is later, I'm not going to do it right now because that's kind of boring to watch somebody do the same thing over and over again. Maybe what I can do is talk about what this is, the extraction. This is the extracted liquid so far. Just filtering it through a coffee filter. Next, after I do this last extraction or pull through, I'm going to take the filter and mix it in with the thing and just shake the shit out of it, get everything in there, and then filter everything one last time. And then squeeze everything through like a 125 micron or 150 micron mesh. Oh, I don't need the mask anymore. And that should be fun. Oops. Anyway, I gotta clean my mess. Okay, so let me get back to you guys here. I apologize for, I didn't know. I thought it would be fun to just do some myco work in front of you guys just for a little while, just see something else going on, something that's not. Oh. There we go. So what is that, Mike? That is what's called Crystal of the Gods extraction. I haven't done it before. I just learned it from the Willie Myco channel. He did an extraction live the other night that I really wanted to see, so I joined his Patreon for a little while just to get the access to the video that was showed the other day, the Hoffman extraction, if that's understood by most people. He did a live synthesis. Well, he didn't do it live. He had a live broadcast of the synthesis on the 31st. It was great. BTC, how do you extract it? Okay, so basically with that, the Crystal de Gras things, what's going to happen is what's supposed to happen. I don't know. I've never done it before. So this is my first attempt. I took 20 grams of dried powdered mushrooms, put it into a jar, and added, you're supposed to use as high a proof alcohol as you can get. I could only get 151, so I'm not sure if that'll work, but the tech showed 190 proof Everclear. Put that into about a ½ inch to an inch over the mushroom powder. You fill it, you let it about a ½ inch over with a stir bar. Stir plate is really handy, or you can stir it manually or, swirl it for like 12 hours. On a stir bar, you can leave it for like 6 hours. So you let it stir for like 6 hours. After that, you put it in a double boiler, no flame heat. The fumes will ignite and blow up. You do not use anything with flame. Electric only, double boiler with electric only, no flame. Okay, let me make that clear. No fire. Go boom, then you die, or somebody else does. That's even worse. If you die, who cares? You did it to yourself. But if you kill someone else in the process, I think you'll feel bad. No fire, just electric. I'm using a crock pot. Works perfect. Yes, I ground the fruit, Mike. Powdered it. Like I said, it was ground up with a magic bullet thing. I just ground it up to find. The original recipe is for 100 grams. I did 20 just to test it. Then what you do is you do a boil like I'm doing right now, where it's in a double boiler, and the alcohol will boil at about 180 degrees or 175 to 185 before the water boils. You don't want the water boiling. You just want the alcohol boiling, because water doesn't boil till 212 in most elevations. There are places that it boils at different, but we won't get into that. So you boil the alcohol only at 180 degrees. You let that boil for 20 minutes. You strain off the top through a coffee filter, add more alcohol, top it off like I just did. Boil that for 20 more minutes. Do the same thing. You do 3 times. I'm going to do a 4th one just to clean the filter. And then you let it sit. And what's supposed to happen is the bottom is supposed to have little crystals build up. And then you slowly pour off the liquid after a couple hours or whatever. After a couple hours, it sits and crystals develop. You pour off the alcohol, and there should be a layer of crystals or like white stuff at the bottom. Then you let that evaporate until it's dry. And then you take them out. And you end up with crystals. Hey, Wayne. Nice to see you. I'm just talking about, I'm doing that Crystal of the Gods extraction. I'm trying to do it. So I'm just explaining what that was. The alcohol boils first, Mike. So as you bring the temperature up, the alcohol will boil at 180-ish, depending on the proof. It boils well before water. Yes. Yeah, I'm sorry. Anyway, so what I saw with the extraction is he ended up with a nice little pile of crystals, but he used 100 grams of mushrooms. So it looked like the strength would be about 3.5 grams per gram of crystals, about that, maybe per half gram of crystals, 3.5 grams. So it's like a 5-to-1 ratio. So it was really nice. So you're really concentrating it down to a smaller amount of material. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping it's also water soluble when it's done. I couldn't find that anywhere in the comments, but if it's water soluble, it'll basically be like an extract I think we've all seen before somewhere recently. And if it's this easy, I'm going to make it. I'm going to have it available for you guys, because if anybody else liked it from where we got it before, why not? But yeah, so that's what I'm doing with that. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, I pulled some cool monos from that thick halo that Ed sent me. I was just looking at it, but it's kind of dark right now to find it. Anyways, any questions, feel free to ask, guys. It's nice to finally be on here and have some stuff to talk about and do. Last couple of weeks with my shoulder and everything, I apologize, guys. I was just a little under the weather, I guess is what you could call it, for a couple of weeks. But yeah. Also, I have another tech I'm trying. I thought this was friggin' brilliant. So anyways, I went on the Willie Myco's Patreon. I had to pay for the monthly fee just to get the video on Halloween on the extraction. And well, I might as well go through and look at everything. I actually enjoy it. It's got a lot of stuff there you can look at through to his Discord, and there's another Discord I'm going to talk to you guys about in a minute. But anyway, so I went on there and I'm looking through all these videos, and I found this one. It's called Whip It Lemon Tech. You basically use nitrous oxide or N2O to compress your lemon tech. So basically you're doing lemon tech under pressure. So I got the stuff coming for that tomorrow. I'm going to try that too. I think it should be fun to try. Sorry, I'm just trying to read these comments. Yeah, Nerdy, I think it's about the same thing, because I was really disappointed when that mycelial thing came out, that we all had the mycelium and told it was happy or whatever. We grew like a bunch of jars of LC and then we collected all the LC and filtered it. I thought that was us doing the extraction process that he had talked about, the concentrate. I did the whole thing. I did a lot of it. I mean, extra. I did like 5 or 10 gallons of LC that I tried to strain off because I thought I was making concentrated what he was selling. And it's fine. I misunderstood. That's fine. But it was done. It was said in such a way that I thought what we were doing. So I made a ton of it. And then to find out it was just dry mycelium. But anyway, so I've been really excited to try to find a way to do what I'm trying right here. So if this test comes out good, I'm going to do a bigger batch with some fresher mushrooms. This was just old powdered stuff I had. It was actually G-Whiz, the same stuff I just colonized, that I ground up about maybe 4 or 5 months ago, and it's been sitting in a Ziploc bag with an air, one of those things to keep the air dry, and wet, an absorber, an oxygen absorber. So this stuff is probably still fine. It wasn't black or anything. It was perfectly dry. So yeah, Wayne, that was the TTF. Yep. Yep. But yeah, Marriott, it was. I really thought that it was yeah, Nerdy. But what happened is when he first he released that concentrate, the brown concentrate he made in Oregon. When that was released, when he did that mycelium LC experiment at the exact same time. It was within days, and I thought we were actually doing that extraction in a small scale that someone could do at home. When he mentioned, that's what I thought he was showing us. I didn't know that was something completely different until like about halfway through, and then yeah, no big deal. I mean, it happens. I misunderstood. It wasn't his fault. It was mine. He was just giving us ideas of things to do. I wasn't clear on it when I saw it. But yeah, so oh yeah, I'm sure you guys are misunderstanding a ton of things. I'm not doing any experiments except for the crystal to God things. I'm just showing you what I'm in the process of doing here. I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm not, no. This is just stuff I'm playing with for personal use, for personal experiment to see how things work in the world. Not for consumption, not for any of that. This is all just experiments for knowledge. Give me a second, guys. I hear a weird dripping sound. Okay. Sorry. When you start hearing dripping sounds, I hear things like that. Sorry. Anyways, it was just the water boiling. Hey, Jambo. What's going on? Sorry, just reading the comments. You know what? They have a dirt bike track right up by my dump and local dump. Well, it's over by some train tracks, and I've heard about it for years. Back when I was into RC cars, I wanted to take them to that track on the off season and play with them, but it never happened. That's cool. Sounds like fun. No, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just maintain it. Make sure it stays not broke. But yeah. So I'm having some fun looking at all the different techs. So, anyways, back to the N2O or pressurized lemon tech. So what you do is you take whippets. You know the whippet canisters, the little cracker things you have. You get one of those little whippet containers. I had some stuff, so I bought some cartridges. I think I bought some cheap ones, just like $12, $12.99 or something like that. Anyways, what you do is you do lemon tech. You put your mushrooms in the container, the pressure vessel, and then you don't chop them up real small. You leave them kind of big so they don't clog up everything. Then you add in your lemon juice. Then you add in your nitrous oxide canister. You let it pressurize and you let it sit, and then you drain it off into a liquid, and you end up with a nice concentrated liquid of lemon tech. So that'd be kind of cool too. You'd be able to take 10 drops of lemon of this little juice in a little vial. Take like 10 drops. It would be like a half a gram or something. So that's another thing I'm playing with, because different ways to ingest stuff is always fun to know. I'm sorry, I'm watching my words carefully. Because I like my lion's mane to be very, very liquidy and crystally. That's what it is. Or my Pio mushrooms. Oh, geez. So anyways, how's everybody doing? You guys doing good? I saw Minnie was here a little while ago. I got your card. I thought that was beautiful. She did smart work and sent me something. She drew me a picture. It was beautiful. I see B. Hendricks, D. Anderson, Mike. Hey guys, don't forget to go out Tuesday and vote. I don't care who you vote for, but just make sure you let your voices be heard. It's the only way we can continue in the society. Make sure you vote. Oh yeah, Michael, I know you are. Anyways, I was up early this morning. I woke up we set the clocks back last night. My devices do it automatically, but my alarm clock in my room does not. So I looked up and said, 7:30 or something like that. I said, yeah, okay. My dog was just snoring in my ear and just right next to me. So I looked at the TV and I turned on YouTube, and I'm just scrolling. All of a sudden I see, oh, cool, Ed Grant's doing live. So I was watching live YouTube at 6:30 this morning, because I thought it was 7:30, but it wasn't. It was 6:30. It was 8:30 in Thailand, so he was up late. And he said he was coming on here today to watch this, so I had to make sure I was up. So I took a nap in between for like 10 minutes. And then I said, okay, I'm going to go downstairs and play. And I went live, and I went on Instagram to show what I was doing to make my setup clean and everything, get ready to do this. And so, yeah, it's been a fun day so far. I've already had a 6-7 hour day and already working on stuff. It's been fun. Bye, Jambo. Have fun. Don't get hurt. Caper, I know. What is that, caper? I'm gonna put you up on the screen here. Can you explain that? Growing sugar crystals and mushroom sugar water. Is that like Okay, I understand what you're saying. I just don't understand if it's is it a water-based tech or yeah, okay. How are you extracting the active medicine out of the physical material? If you don't want to talk about it, don't worry about it. I'm not putting you on the spot or anything. No, do not vote for Alan. Vote for Buddy. Vote for Buddy by hitting the like button. A vote for Buddy equals freedom for everybody. Remember that. Buddy for president. Did you guys see? I don't know if you guys follow any dog stuff or funny stuff on the internet. There's Teddy, the golden retriever, that has his own little apartment built into this guy's house. It's called A Guy in a Golden. Um, and this other guy, Ralphie or Richie, is another dog, and they're running for president and vice president. I guess maybe you guys aren't as into memes and stuff. I watch a lot of freaking internet crap on dogs, so it's like mushrooms or dogs. That's kind of my thing. And then we have down the street from my house. If I get to the corner, those skeleton things they have for Halloween, the skeleton people and dogs and raccoons well, they have a bunch of skeleton dogs, and it says, you know, dogs for president. It has a bunch of dog names and stuff, and they have all the dogs pictures standing around the president holding the yard signs for like political signs, but it's like vote canine this or dog that, and it's kind of funny. That's cute stuff. Yes, push the like button if you want to vote for Buddy this year, or Alan. You vote for me too. But anyways, if anybody needs anything, I have no problem helping anybody out. It's just the shipping sometimes. But we can work something out. If we're doing a trade or something, that's one thing I'll pay we pay each of our own ways. But I got a bunch of stuff I'm going to be sending out to everybody that's on the list that I have. If you want to be on a hemp list or hash list, let me know. I made some hash, so I'm going to be sending out some little samples. They're small, half grams, but I'm going to be sending a bunch of those out. Not hundreds, but there's only 20 people here, so I'm not worried that way about it. But if you want to try it, let me know. It's not I don't know how it is. I have never had it. I tried it the other night. It got me high. It's the first time I smoked anything in 20 years. I took a little bit on the end of a pin, and I just, and okay, I felt it, so I know it works. Oh, hold on. Yeah, it sounds like those are rice sugar, mushroom sugar. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that some more. Huh. Oh yeah, Michael. Yeah, Mary Michael. This is that crystal thing I was talking about. I'm doing that right now. Let's see how this one's doing. Oh, it's boiling. Okay, this one's done too. The only thing I got to do now is I got to put a new coffee filter onto another jar, because this jar's coffee filter is a little bit funky. But I came prepared. I brought a second jar and the coffee filter. Put your coffee filter in your jar. Stretch the edges out over the edge. And install rubber band. Screwed it up. Give me a minute. Any questions? Let's see. Try this again. Do it the way I did it last time. I take the whole thing and I make like a hat and pull it tight. Then put the rubber band on. Then make it loose. Let's put the rubber band down at the bottom. Oh, the other one's a wide mouth. That's why it's different. Okay. And roll this up. Okay. It should be okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pour liquid into the filter nice and slow. Probably move my leg, because yes, it's going to drip right down my leg. I don't know. It's not working the way I want it to. We're going to use the other filter again. And we'll do it differently. It worked better over here. Yep. Yep, works better in that filter. Okay, I made a big mistake, but that's okay. We'll learn. That's why I said, that's why I do these experiments on small scale, just to see what happens. Oh, thanks, Michael. Yeah, I'm interested in all these new techs. I want to learn how to take the fruiting body and put it into a liquid or a crystalline concentrate, because I think that's a great idea for people that have stomach issues or don't want to take, 3 grams of something to enjoy themselves. And then, you could put, half a gram in a capsule. Boop, there you go. There's your 2.5, 3 gram enjoyment medicine. Okay, that's straining through nicely. I just okay, let's see if we can get a little bit going in this other one here, just for shits and giggles. There we go. Okay. So anyways. Oh, thanks, Nerdy. Yeah, no. I'm experimenting with all kinds of different things, but the whole thing is about the concentrated crystals. Is I think that would be just really cool. And then the whippet thing, the N2O London Tech thing sounds like it's stronger and faster than regular lemon tech from what I heard, but I don't know if the NO2 is infusing into the liquid. I don't think it would. I think it's just as a pressurizer thing, but N2O is more of a food grade thing instead of using like compressed CO2 or something. I don't know. I'm not a chemist yet. I want to be. I have some plans, but I just don't have the money to do it. If I had $1,500, I could make a nice batch of Hoffman stuff. Oh, I could buy all the equipment. I need a rotovap. I need a condenser. I need some precursors. I got the whole thing in my head. I got the whole setup on paper. I got it all listed out what I need to do. I just don't have the money to do it. Hopefully, I'm going to be getting a heated stir plate. Apparently, someone's gifting me one, which is very, very nice of you. Thank you very much. And you know who you are. So I'm going to have that. That'll be cool. I'll have the heated stir plate, so that'll work. That'll make things like this a lot easier because the heated stir plate would actually, get everything going the right way. I can't believe that the guy said, take that off your wish list. I'm like, oh my God, you don't have to do that. I don't want things like that, but thank you very much. I appreciate it. Awesome gesture and gift. Thank you. Yeah, Mary Michael, you're good. You don't need to worry about being scarred. You can handle a freaking month on the block. You know how to do it. I spent a year and a half in one of those things. Doesn't change unless you let it. Yeah, I mean that's basically what I'm doing. I'm getting the, it's like anything else. I just what I did is I've been watching the government deals and the used lab equipment and stuff. I mean, they're out there. Problem isn't the equipment. You can get the equipment for maybe $70, but they want $500 to ship it. So you're at the same point. Why buy that when I can buy one brand new for $600? It's like ridiculous. Some of the shipping things that they offer for these auction houses. But you know what? I do know there's a lot of people on this internet that are in these different areas. I could actually probably find something and find someone and have them maybe do it for me in return for favors down the line. Exchange option gifts or whatever. But yeah. Okay, rock candy. Yeah, I definitely want to look into that. Definitely Narity. Okay. That sounds awesome. So let's see. Wayne Myco set up a new Discord server. I don't know if it's fully running yet for public or whatever, but keep your ears open if you like Discord because it's called the Grand Guild. It's depraved. It's Wayne Myco, Depraved, Justin Nersh, Ed Grand, myself. We all have channels on there, or whatever you call them, Discord servers on there. So we're going to be posting stuff on there and answering questions and talking to people there. My first time being involved in anything like that, so it's kind of cool. Appreciate that, Wayne. That was very nice of you. I appreciate it very much. Check him out, Wayne Myco, if you guys are looking for some cool stuff. He has a lot of different things going on. He can get you anything you need as far as mushroom growing supplies or whatever. He's a hell of a guy, actually. I just met him a few months ago, but great dude. And again, there's all kinds of links and information on that Discord. I don't know the links. I don't have any clue how to get involved with Discord. I'm just learning to use it. I mean, I tried before, but I just always got very confused. So yeah, Daniel, we'll get to you. I don't know how to invite yet, but I'll find out. And I'll put it up. I'll figure out a way to do it for you guys to check it out. But it should be fun. Looks good. I looked at it. I mean, I went on there already. I said hi, introduced myself. I've just been spending a little bit of time on Discord because I don't know how to use it, so I have to spend some time figuring shit out. We'll get it figured out, though. I'm not worried. Yeah, there you go, Michael. Or Mary Michael. Mary Michael, do you mind me using your real name, or do you want me to just say Mary Michael? because I get a little bit confused when I'm talking to you. I know your name, but I don't know if you want everybody to know that's your name. Most of us know who you are, but that's up to you. Anyways, Colorado Myco League Discord. Yes, Nerdy, I want to get that if they have one. Okay, thanks, Daniel. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, Nerdy, I just got into this Discord thing. Hey Pacer. Yeah, so I'm just trying to learn as I go here. I don't know much about setting any of it up. I'm just trying to, but yeah, guys, don't forget Nerd Nature. He's got the Colorado Myco League. They're doing good things for good people, instructing and teaching and reaching out to show people all about the mushroom life and foraging and everything. There's tons of stuff with that. It's a nonprofit. It's a great group of guys and girls. I know quite a few of them from here and from the internet. Still yet to meet a lot of them, but that'll happen in time, I hope. Yeah. Just move something out. I can't see the screen. Discord. Oh, I know Discord used to be used a lot in like gaming. Like I used to be on a video game called Kingdoms of War. I was like one of the top 110 people in the game, and I was freaking pretty strong warrior and fighter in that game. And we used to always say that they wish Discord was back, and I never knew what it was. But I guess people would sell different accounts on Discord or what. I don't know. Maybe that was something different. But that was back when I was still getting fucked up. So 2015, 2016, I started over there until about 2020. Yeah, I just quit. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I heard about Discord way back then, and I never figured it out. But that was back when I was into that game. Then I got into Golf Clash. That is not a game you want to get into. Do not get into Golf Clash. It's freaking hell. It's like addictive, and then you want to do more, and then you get these, and then you learn the videos, and you're measuring quarter-inch squares on the screen to hit the ball, and this and that. I mean, it's insane how deep you can go into some of these games, like apps. Anyway, so I quit that about 4 years ago at RC Cars. Anyway, sorry. But yeah, so was anybody got any good plans for today for Sunday? Yeah. I'm trying to read the comments. Anyways, let me pour off a little bit more of this one here. Get the last little bit out with a little bit of alcohol here. I wonder if they would consider this like, pouring a shot. Could I just pour a shot in here, but I'm not drinking it? Oh, too much. Okay, there we go. So that's empty. That's good to go. We'll let that strain. It's not going to be done on this live, guys. I'm sorry, but I will inform you of how it comes out and show you in the future. I'm going to let these strain off, and I'm going to strain them one more time through another filter just to make sure that they all chunks are strained out nicely. But yeah. Anyways, let me shut this off so I don't hear weird things in the background. I think that's off. Oh, it's either off or really low. Okay, give me a second, guys. I'm just going to organize this a little so I don't knock shit over and, get hot boiling shit everywhere. Get this out of here. Because if I keep this in here, I'll spill it. I know I will. Okay, there. Now I can put this off over here. Put on paper towels so I don't get liquid everywhere. Boop, boop. Yeah, I'm excited too, Bill. And I don't have to look at the camera. I got another monitor over here too. Let's see. I'm gonna do one more shoebox while I'm here, guys, because I think I got enough. You know what? No, we don't have enough for a shoebox. What we can do is for little ones. No. I got Yeti going already. Where Where's this one? This is AA plus TWA. I think I want to do the TWA, the one I broke up already. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do a small batch TWA in 1 or 2 tins. Let's see how much I can make here. Okay, we're going to do another quick one here, guys. Let me change the angle here so you're not looking at my legs the whole time. Okay. Get a little bit light. And let the adjusting happen. Okay. Okay, we'll do another grow here. We got some CVG. And a couple tins. I think we'll get 2 out of that CVG or that spawn I got there because I'll still have enough to do a bigger container after. I just gotta get my gloves on. Hold on, guys. Yeah, I'm just doing nothing much going on, but I might as well do this. What happened is I already broke up this part of the spawn, so I don't want to leave it broken up for another colonization or another recovery in the jar. Oh, it smells good. Okay. Anyways, this is another brand new bag. I had them all set up for. It's got bruising. Okay, I saw a blue thing. I was like, what is that? Because sometimes what happens when you do a break and shake, you get these little bruises. Like you can see, these are turning. No, you can't see. Well, I can see that they're turning blue, just in a couple spots, but no big deal. I thought it was something all of a sudden, and I looked again. It was just blue. So we're gonna add in. Let me grab this mycelium or this agar out of here. I'm gonna add in a couple of tins of substrate, CVG or whatever you want to call it. It's actually just my recipe is different. This is just 650 grams of cocoa core. I use the Cocoa Bliss. Okay, and then what I'm doing to that, the 650 grams weighed out of Cocoa Bliss cocoa core. I'm adding the 1 to 2 millimeter size vermiculite. I'm adding in 8 cups of vermiculite. Then I'm adding in 14 cups of boiling water. But in the boiling water, when I'm boiling it, I'm adding in a teaspoon of baking soda and 2 tablespoons of calcium carbonate, which is like your gypsum, but just different. It's a different version of the same thing. So we mix this up nice. You know what? I think we're going to add a little bit more grain spawn. I don't know if I should or not. TWA, where is it? Where'd it go? Oh, there. If I can break a little bit off the top of this, I'm going to add it in. Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay. I don't want to break up the whole jar, but I wanted to break off the top piece. Just, I don't know if you can see what I did there. I just took like the top third of it to give it a little bit more. Because it's popcorn instead of rice, so the grains are a little bit bigger, so it doesn't mix as much. I don't know if that makes sense. 3 to 1 is going to be different with popcorn than it is in volume of rice. You know, I'm not doing it by weight. I'm doing it by, rice spreads out a lot more. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Okay, so I got 3 there. That's plenty. We're going to do 2 of them. And that should be the rest of my CVG. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to concentrate a little bit here. Whoa. Gotta get my clear lids. And push it down, nice. Now, I don't know if you guys saw my post the other day about the 3D printed thing I want to do. Well, what I want to do is when you make this pressure point like this, I want to have V grooves in the substrate with the, I don't want it, I want it right now to have little like hills and valleys that go up and down. And then what I would do is after I get those hills and valleys, put the substrate on top as a pseudo casing above them so that there's little microclimates in between all those little hills and valleys. Just an experiment. And I just thought maybe someone with a 3D printer could help me make the press. So instead of just putting the CVG like this casing, pseudo casing layer here, you'd have little hills and valleys and it would just go over all of them. So that's just what I was thinking with that. That's why I was looking for a 3D printer. So if anybody knows anybody or has a 3D printer, I'm not, worried about it being on a handle or something perfect. But basically that picture I put on Instagram, it's like put on the bottom of a burger press. So basically like triangles that go across the whole thing. It's not fancy at all. It's just something I want to try. And I don't want a lot of infill or a lot of quality. I just need something with points. I could make it if I wanted to, but I figured 3D printing would be fun. And I'd pay for the shipping and the cost of the materials and everything. I mean, of course. Let's see, I'll put this one over here, but I know where it is. And we'll do one more. I think I should be able to get that in there. It's a little stuffed. Oh well. Just pack it in there a little more. Oh yeah, I'll just do one without a casing and one with. That'll work. Sorry guys, I got a bunch of stuff on the side of the thing here I'm trying to get rid of. There. And put my little plastic cover on. And then we got another little tray. Now I got a new tent coming in tomorrow. I saw the FedEx thing from Gorilla Grow Tent. I want to give away, so they're sending me a tent. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have shelves in there that have all the these cakes on them. When they go into fruiting conditions, these are just going to slide in and allow them to fruit right in that tent. So I'm going to keep that tent at about 99% or 95%. What's that, Owen? It feels so much better putting gloves on. I had them on last time too. I just took them off at the end because I didn't want to put dirty gloves into different spawns. Trust me, I did have gloves on the first time. I took them off when I did the pseudo casing on top afterwards. That was not actually done. And actually this time I don't have a mask on. Last time I did. So I did pretty good on both of them. I did follow a lot of rules, but just not all of them at the same time. Now what I have is a mess here, but that's fine. What I do is all this stuff gets re-cleaned and re-sterilized in between uses, especially like the jars. The jars are not going to be reused until they're clean. But that's how I do my my grain spawn to bulk stuff. Well, yeah, I do wear gloves 90% of the time, and I just you happen to catch me in the middle of a process that I couldn't put the gloves back on without. Actually, I just didn't even think about it. I took them off so I didn't touch anything with the dirty gloves. That's what I didn't want to do. And there, I just swept that up a little bit, make it clean. And we'll get back to that later. TWA. I got to remember that I put TWA in that one. Otherwise, I'll forget and I won't know what it is later. Okay, let's get this down. Oh. There we go. Whoa. Loose camera. Anyway, so that's that. Yeah. Yeah, no, I always alcohol my hands and put gloves on and all that, and I'm spraying my hands now just for the hell of it, just normal stuff. But don't think I don't do that, because I do. I just happened to be in between gloves and substrate, so I was on the pseudo casing. Well, let's see what's going on here. Yes, that was what Owen was saying. Oh, really, Partha? Cool. Thank you. Yeah, send me a DM. Yep, that'll be great. We'll work something out. Maybe we could trade if you want something I got, cash or whatever. We'll figure it out. Paul, what relative humidity would I recommend for a tent? Yeah, 90 and above, pretty much. Depends what text you're doing. If you're using like a humidifier, I mean, that can be a pain in the butt. I'm going to be doing like a diaper tech where you put wet pads or wet. I'm using what's called a chamois, like a ShamWow. It's called ShrewMow. It's basically just a chamois, but we're trying to make it into a gimmick for mushroom growers. So basically, it's like a diaper tech where you just put like an incontinence pad on each shelf and you saturate them with water, and that'll keep the relative humidity up. I mean, you can only go so high until you have rain in the air, and you don't need to have a fog in there all the time as long as the humidity is high enough and the moisture can get to the. Yeah, nerdy Michael mushroom. Wow, yeah, I don't know, it's coming. Nerdy's taking that over. He was interested in making a product out of it, so I told him to go for it. It wasn't my, I didn't invent anything. I just thought of it, and that's cool. So it's coming. He's having these little characters printed on it, so you're gonna get a chamois with a little shroom guy on there, and you put it on your shelf and you soak it, and it evaporates over the course of time, just like a incontinence pad. But yeah, that's all, Paul. You can just use anything like a diaper tech or an incontinence pad or even a wet towel. I mean, if you have to. Yeah, kind of cool. Hell yeah, Nerdy's doing it good. I'd rather have some nonprofit like Nerdy doing it through the Myco League and having it available for people there to help support those people than do it myself. I just have so much. I mean, not a lot of stuff that I'm doing, but I feel really busy. So, oh really? Cool. Wayne's making a new video. That's cool. Yeah. No, I'm not saying humidifiers are bad at all. They take a lot of work. I don't have a 2x2 tent is not going to need much for a humidifier. So a few pads will be perfect for me. Oh, that's awesome, Nerdy. Great. I'm glad you're working that out. First time inoculations tonight. I have you. Okay. Well, if you have inoculations tonight, you got a while to wait. You have plenty of time to build yourself a nice, beautiful fruiting tent. Or you can just use a tub. Get a big tub. Put your fruiting container, like if you did a shoebox or a little tin like this, you take your tin, put it inside of a tub, and then keep the humidity in the tub high by adding pads on the bottom, like moisture pads or whatever. Or like they used to use with perlite. That's the same theory. Instead of perlite at the bottom of a tub with a box in there, you're putting a diaper like incontinence pad. The better quality, the more water it'll hold. Of course, you don't want the ones that just fall apart. You want something decent. Or like we were saying, this ShrewMow thing. It's basically I don't have one on me because they're all in my totes. It's basically those orange chamois you used to see on TV and late night TV in the 90s or 80s. It's those, and you just put that at the bottom, cut it to whatever size you want, and saturate it with water, and that keeps the moisture, humidity way up. All my tubs over here are just sitting there, and they're all wet on the sides, and I don't spray them. They just keep that humidity. When they get a little dry, I go in, I moisten the chamois. No, I don't need to be paid for 30 minutes of my time. I don't know if you want to talk, we can talk. Or whoever. If you're paying someone else, it's fine. I don't know if you're talking to me or not. But if you want to talk, hit me up after IG or whatever. We can talk. Yeah, I use distilled water on all my pads too. So, but okay, yeah, Wayne, I'm sure I'm going to mess with humidifiers someday. I have a couple that are sitting around. Cool. But yeah. If anybody wants to talk to me outside of here, they can contact me through any of my social medias. I'm working on getting a Discord server link that I understand how to use and give out to you guys. I'm trying to still figure that out. In the meantime, you can just message me on. Okay, you can just message me in this comment or on IG. I'm at MycoAlan at all of them: IG, Facebook, YouTube. Or you can just email me at the bottom of the screen. You see my email right there. Not hidden. MycoAlan Mycology, Gmail. So yeah, just email me or message me and we'll talk. We'll figure out whatever you need to get answers to, or we can get you going in the right direction to where to find the answers. I do know how to find answers. I might not know all of them, but I know where to find them. Oh yeah, if you want to donate towards the shipping of giveaways, you could do that. That is definitely possible. If you want to donate for some time, that's up to you. My Cash App is readily available on my link tree. So if you want to donate, that's fine. You can do that. Thank you, Nerdy. I never even thought of that. So that would yeah, that would help actually. Yeah, that's absolutely an option of you. If you got it, you might as well spend it. But yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Nerdy. I didn't even think of that. That's a good idea because I don't like selling my. No, I like giving this knowledge away. I don't, but I am willing to let other people gain from it. If they want to get giveaways and stuff, because I do a lot of that stuff. I'm not going to be doing any right now because I'm giving a lot of stuff away already, guys. Most of you know that I have harvested recently, so I have a lot of hash and flour that I'm going through to get out to people. Samples and people buying. If anybody's interested in some bubble hash, I got that too. It's like each 1G is 20 BUCKSs. That makes sense. So just hit me up. We can do some hash. We can do some flour, whatever. It's not illegal. So if you're in an illegal state, I'm sorry, but it's not illegal here. So I'm allowed to have it. But I got some stuff I tested out and it came out pretty good from what I've been hearing. So, thanks, Michael. Thanks, Derek. Or Daniel. Sorry. Yeah, take care, Daniel. I'll talk to you later. We'll talk another time on IG. But yeah, you have a great day. Yeah, we're gonna call this probably about 5-10 minutes. If anybody has any last minute questions, let's put them up here and we'll get this one done for today. I gotta get some rest. I've been up since, like I said, 6:30. I gotta take a nap. I'm getting tired. I gotta get my stuff cleaned up here. So it's gonna be another hour of cleaning and getting that extraction going. So if anybody has any last minute questions, definitely hit me up. Yeah, definitely contact me, Paul. I have no problem speaking to you or helping you out if you need anything. Instagram. IG is Instagram, but my email is right at the bottom of the screen, right there. MycoAlan Mycology@gmail.com. No problem. It's easier to email me. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'm on Instagram a lot. That's all. Just because that's where I happen to meet a lot of people in the community through there and through YouTube. Facebook, I'm just starting to get into. I just don't like Facebook. I don't like the politics on Facebook. Yeah. But yeah, so if any no, don't say that you're stupid, man. I have no clue on this technology crap. I mean, this is the first live I think we've had no issues with. Hold on, knocking on some wood here. No issues with the camera or the microphone yet. Don't be sorry. Technology is bullshit. They don't explain shit for people and it changes all the time. Oh, Jason, thank you. I'm glad you came. I'm happy to have all you guys. That's a good one. I like that one, Paul. Yeah, I have a dog, so I have to go on them just because my dog likes to be seen. No, I like to look at the cute stuff on the internet. The things the internet was made for is what I really like. The information, free exchange of ideas, the cute pictures, the stupid pictures, and laughing at cat ladies and but the political side of it is just getting too far. It's like you can't joke about anything anymore. And it's like, come on. And then if you accidentally send something to somebody, you feel like an asshole if they're not on the same side as the joke, because you have to be careful what you joke with who. It's just ridiculous. Oh, thanks, Mass Mofo. Yeah, I got the little lapel mic on. I think what happens is when I have guests and stuff, it takes over. The internet decides what it wants to do as far as who gets what volume and shit, because I don't set any of the settings. I just plug it in and go. But yeah, nerdy, you know what I'm talking about. It's just, I don't care what anybody else does in their personal life or anything. It's up to them. Just in public, be a good person. It's company your character. It's all that matters. I don't care about anything else. Just be good. If you're a good person and I'm a good person, we're going to be good people together. Yeah. So anyways, I thank you all for coming. We will get back here next week. Oh, that's cool. Thank you, Masmofo. Yeah, go ahead, Parth. That's fine. Oh, nice. Now, the dental electric autoclave, is it the type that you put stuff down into, or you feed in the front? Like, which type is that? Because I know there's a couple of different ones. Just out of curiosity, if you can answer that part of the feed in the front, or is it like one top downloading ones? Okay, you put down into, so you have the screw things, like you see it should be running around 17 psi or 95 MPa or whatever it is, 0.95 MPa or okay. Okay, so yeah, if you're running for 120 minutes, so that's 2 hours, you're either filling it too much, meaning it's stuffed too much and steam can't get around. Are you venting the air like the recommended manufacturer time period beforehand? Depends how, I mean, a lot of things could be happening. Yeah, that's an Instapot though. He's talking a dental drum humidifier or autoclave. Already. I've actually just know this because I've been looking into these, and a lot of it has to do with the air circuit, not air, steam and pressure getting to all the areas. Because if you have something packed in there so tight that the pressure in the center is still 120 degrees, you haven't done anything. Yeah, just check it, follow it precisely. You want to fill it. If it's the same autoclave like I've been looking at, where they have the little tabs that the inner basket sits on, you want to fill it to that fill line and no more. You want your steam vent to no longer blow off more than a couple times a minute. But yeah, try that. And if you have any more questions, you can always email me or ask me. Yeah, see you next week, guys. Thank you for coming. Sorry, I'm looking at the screen, reading the comments. I have 2 screens. I apologize for not looking in the eyes, guys. I appreciate you coming. And yeah, yeah, nerd, it takes longer to penetrate. Penetration always takes a while. You got to work at it. Anyways, guys, you have a great day. Much love. And if anybody has to get a hold of me, it's MycoAlan@gmail.com, or I'm on Facebook, IG, or all those places. Have a great day, guys. Much love.